everyone. Hello everyone. Today, as I said that I will start the first chapter, that is the last lesson of this Flamingo book written by Alfonso Duet. Before starting the chapter, I would like to brief you out about the story. This is between a student and his French teacher, Miss M. Hamel and Franz, the little Franz, who one day the Franz was not willing to go to the school because he was scared as he has not completed his work which was given by his French teacher. Lots of things happened while he reached the school, and this entire scenario changed. The thought process changed of little Franz and M. Hamel. Something happened which justify the title last lesson. So please take out your book, star and your copy and write it down whatever the notes I will give you. Okay, so bring your copy as well as book. Let's start the chapter. Okay, the chapter, the last lesson starts with, I started for school very late that morning and was in great dread of scolding, especially because M. Hamel had said that he would question us on participles, underline participles, and I did not know the first word about them. For a moment, I thought of running away and spending the day out of doors. Underline the day out of doors. It was so warm and so bright. The birds were chirping at the edge of the wood and in the open field back of the sawmill. The Persian soldiers were drilling. It was all much more tempting than the rule of participles, but I had the strength to resist and hurried off to school. In this para, first of all, you underline the dread. The meaning of dread is afraid. The sawmill is the place where the are cut. Wood logs are cut. Resist means to try to stop. Okay. And the participles means a word that is formed from a verb and that ends in I with a u with using ing, en, like that, like hurried, hurrying, and all that. Okay. In the first chapter, the Franz was late to school and was very afraid, was not willing to go to school on that day because he has not completed his work that was given by M. Hamel on participles. Because of that, he wants to be out of school, but as the environment, as the climate was warm and bright, and he have that capacity to resist and have that strength to face the class, face M. Hamel, he decided that he will go to school. When I passed the town hall, there was a crowd. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. When I passed the town hall, there was a crowd in front of the bulletin board. For the last 2 years, all our bad news had come from there. Please underline had come from there. The lost battle, the draft, the orders of commanding officer, and I thought to myself without stopping, what can be the matter now? Okay. This paragraph says that while Franz was moving ahead towards the school, he came across with a bulletin board which always give the bad news like the commanding officer's order a lost battles information or a draft and so on. So he thought that why the crowd what the crowd was what the crowd was doing in front of the bulletin board. Of course it was reading all these sad, all those bad newses that the bulletin board has given for last 2 years. Then I hurried by as fast as I could go. The blacksmith, the watcher who was there with his apprentice reading the bulletin, called after me, "Don't go so fast, Bub. You will get to your school in plenty of time." I thought he was making fun of me and reached M. Hamill's little garden all out of breath. Underline all out of breath. All out of breath denotes that he was walking in a hurry, so he was breathing fastly. Okay, while he was moving ahead towards the school, there were a few people like blacksmith and his apprentice was making fun of him that don't go so fast. You have lots of time. He was thinking that they are making fun of him that don't go fast. You will be getting lots of time to reach the school. Usually, when school began, there was a great bustle. Bustle means the noise, which could be heard out of the street. That the all the noise consists of the opening and closing of desk first, lesson repeated in unison. Unison means in the same time at the same manner. Very loud with our very loud. Third, with our hand over our ears to understand better. And the teacher's great ruler rapping on the table. But now it was all so still. I encountered the connotation, the excitement, to get to my desk without being seen. But of course, that day everything had to be quiet as it was a Sunday morning. Through the window, I saw my classmate already in the places and M. Hamill walking up and down with his terrible iron ruler under his arm. I had to open the door and go in before everybody. You can imagine how I blushed, embarrassed. Blushed means embarrassed. And how I frightened I was. Till here. Okay, on that day, Franz noticed something different, something usual, something different, something unusual. Because generally the school environment was very noisy, like closing and opening of desk, repetition of lesson, great excitement, unicorn, that is the repetitions of the lesson, the wrapping of the rulers of the teachers and so on. But it was a quiet all around, and he thought it is because it was a Sunday morning, so it is quiet all over. He want to be in the class as soon as it is possible, but as soon as it is possible, he saw his classmate as who were already in the class, and M. Hamill was walking up and down with his iron ruler. He opened the door and want to be at his place without wasting a time. He was embarrassed and frightened because he was late for school. Now write some notes on that. Write note 1. Franz was not willing to go to school as M. Hamill, his French teacher, gave some work, and Franz has not completed that work. In bracket you write work on participles. Anyhow, he had the courage to face it and want to go to school. So he hurried towards the school. While passing the town hall, he saw a crowd in front of bulletin board who had given bad newses like lost battle, orders of commanding officers, draft, and so on for last 2 years. While he was hurrying to the school, the blacksmith and his apprentice, who was reading the bulletin, saw Franz and asked him to slow down as he will get time to reach the school. Franz thought that they are making fun of him and he hurried towards the school. As he reached the school, he saw something unusual. It was not a noisy morning. Generally, there was lots of noise created in the school, like opening and closing of desk, wrapping of ruler of teachers, lesson repeated in unison, and so on. He thought it's because it is Sunday morning, so it could be like it is a quiet Sunday morning. He saw his classmates who were already in the classroom, and M. Hamill was walking up and down with his terrible iron ruler. He opened the door and want to be in his place before anyone can see. Okay, till here I am stopping this video. If you find it useful, do comment on that. I will be taking this class again tomorrow. I will inform you and we will complete the chapter. Thank you.